The purpose of a brand has changed. You are no longer an organization as a person. You're no longer trying to be Wendy's, the identity. An organization is a group of people who all believe in a shared path and a shared identity. And that identity doesn't need to be worn just by your employees and just by your key stakeholders. You can ask your consumers, your users, your community to wear that brand with you. But before you can do that, you have to have a viable audience willing to galvanize into a community. That is why I wrote this workbook, 9 exercises to build a magnetic brand. This is a brand that convinces those individuals to speak to their peers about you, to try on your identity, to share your values, to represent your brand in their own lives for their own success. That is what we're building with this magnetic brand workbook. That is what we're going to work through together. Introducing the Magnetic Brand Workshop. I'm going to be working with you throughout the month of January in order to go through each and every one of these exercises in a single month. The purpose of this is to make sure that you are well positioned and well tuned going into the year of 2023 to turn your brand from a traditional brand, or maybe a new one, into one that is capable of collecting an audience that galvanizes into a community. In order for you to do that, you need 4 main things. The first thing that you need is 100% absolutely a shared, strong mission, vision, and value statement. What do you stand for? The second thing you need then is to position yourself and position your brand in a space that allows people to come to you, to find your perfect target audience, that person who speaks the most to your brand, and then get yourself in front of them to say, hey, here's who we are. Would you like to come along? You need strong language, really good verbiage. And the fourth thing is that all of this unity and this conversation, this need, this plan, and this practicality all needs to be wrapped up in a neat little you can too bow. It's so important that you build a brand that speaks to the individual as they get closer and allows them to wear it and go out into their own thing. So that's what we are going to do throughout the month of January. Every week, we're going to have 2 workshops to explain to you exactly what these topics are. We're going to let you ruminate on those topics. And then on Fridays, we're going to come back together, come back to ground, and we're actually going to do it. We're going to spend some time during those Tuesday and Thursday sessions explaining first why this is helpful. And we're going to give you the context for the exercise. What is the theory, the social science behind why the exercise worked? What changes did I make to the original exercise in order to really make it speak to community? And then we're going to go through the instructions for the exercise in detail in order to make sure that you understand exactly where we're going with each potential exercise. By the end of this, you are going to have a brand dossier for the new year and a new era of your business. We're going to build a brand dossier that is focused on galvanizing online community from your target audience spaces. If you would really like to join in on this conversation, claim your seat. If you've already bought the workbook, lucky you, because you are getting a discount on the workshop. And if you haven't bought the workshop, also lucky you, because we're taking the cost of the workbook off of the workshop for this founding workshop course only. We also have scholarship opportunities. This price is going to double for the next cohort class that we actually do this with. So be sure to get in now to get it at a full 50% off the price that we're going to charge when we do this again in June. And I am really, really excited to see the brands that you're developing. So hyped.